Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
And now time to check up on that pulsating community that is Paekakariki, and here's the chair of the Paekakariki Community Board, Holly Ewens. A very good morning and welcome to you.
Yes, hello, John. Lovely to talk to you.
And to you, I must say that this wonderful website that you have been very much involved in, paekakariki.nz, it's proved such a massive community resource. None more so than now. Of course, we don't have the community papers, and this is becoming a real hub of the community, isn't it?
It really is. The value in having a local communication network has really skyrocketed, and our readership is right up on the website. And as I'm sure is with lots of online media in this time when people have got the time to read, but also how valuable it is to have something that's trustworthy, that you can go back and check and it's relevant to your community. So, yeah.
It's a wonderful resource, it certainly is. And you seem to be publishing much more than I remember you doing so in the past.
That's right. So in the past, we used to publish one story a month, but because our readership has increased so dramatically, we're now publishing 2 to 3 stories a week. So that's as well as updating the hub page, which is the COVID hub page. But now we're publishing a lot more stories. So I can tell you a bit about the stories that we've been publishing this week.
Please do. Yes, please do.
So just today, I published a story by Sarah Bainbridge, who is everybody who contributes to the website is a local. And she has written a piece on, and it's a beautiful piece of writing, on her work as an essential worker in Wellington Hospital during lockdown. And again, like I said, she's a really great writer. We really are a community of writers in Paekakariki. I know I was talking to Mark Amery, who is the coordinating who's my superior editor of the website. And people talk about Paekakariki as it being artists, a haven for artists. But really, I think when it boils down to it, we are a community of writers. And the website really shows all of those different types of writers that we have contributing, whether it's on walks or bikes or stories. So yeah, if you haven't checked out the website, I do suggest you come jump online. So also this week we've published a piece called In Lockdown with the Kids of Paekakariki by local Tash Nilsson. And there's lots of, you're a parent and you're listening to this, or even if you just want to know what children might be up to and parents might be up to during this somewhat challenging time. It's not quiet and it's not easy parenting and working from home simultaneously. So there's a really nice piece in there called In Lockdown with the Kids of Paekakariki with some good helpful links too, which so if you're looking for extra activities or things to do with the children. Also, in sad news, Florrie passed away. I'm sure some of your listeners will know the story of Pearl and Florrie.
Yes.
And so there's a lovely obituary written by her daughters, which is on the website that we published last week, which is a beautiful piece. And then we have a piece of humour written by Gilbert Hazeman, and it's the complete history of the Paekakariki Progressive Association. So it's set in 1973. It's a true and accurate chronicle of an episode in Paekakariki community politics. And it could be the present day. Not much has changed since 1973. So I really do suggest that you jump in. I laughed out loud when Gilbert sent it to me as I was editing it. And, of course, with my work on the community board, not that much has changed. And I did have a good chuckle. So I would suggest you jump on there and read that too.
Wonderful. I wonder if you accompanied with some wonderful piano music. He's a multi-talented person.
He is.
Looking through this website, this is an amazing resource, and of course we live in times where I just get the feeling that we're at the pivot of something is changing, and you are recording it day by day virtually on this website. I do hope that this resource is going to be preserved for future use, for future historians, because there is this problem with a website, it's the instant gratification, the instant publication, but this is important, and it's important that it be retained in some way. Is there some thought into going the further way of archiving it in a way that we can be assured it's available to future generations?
Absolutely. And so for listeners who don't know, the website was built by the community, for the community, and is funded by the community. So if you've got a business, you don't have to be Paekakariki, you just have to service Paekakariki. For $75 a year, you become a supporter of the website and you get a listing on the website. And we get a lot of hits now. So if you say, build a Paekakariki, and the listing on paekakariki.nz will come up high in the usually number one on your Google search. So it's proving to be really good for local business. And it's also really good for the website because that helps our day-to-day running costs. Just to touch on what you've just spoken about, though, John, which is completely true. Of course, it's not only about digitising and archiving the history of the times that that we're going through right now, but at the moment we are digitising all of the Paekakariki Express newspapers, which is our forefather, if you like. Yes, because Paekakariki Informed Communities was started up by a group including Don Polly, who was the editor of Paekakariki Express. So we're in the process, a team of us, of digitising all of the Paekakariki Express newspapers and making them available through paekakariki.nz. It's a laborious and expensive exercise, as I'm sure that you can imagine, but it will be a true asset, I think, to not just Paekakariki, but the whole Kapiti Coast.
Wonderful. And that makes the archiving, the preservation of the website even more important.
Absolutely, absolutely. So if you do feel like you can support, we really do need financial support at the moment because our running costs have increased. So if you jump onto the website, you can see where to donate money or put your listing up, in your business, and I can help promote that through Facebook and other channels as well.
You're wonderful. Holly, it's been a pleasure yet again. Thank you so much for joining us here on Beach FM.
106.3 Beach FM.